Hey lovely, welcome to the Lovely Home Podcast, where I, your host Evelyn, will help you refocus on feeling grace over guilt in your mind, life, and home. Are you tired of feeling like you're not doing enough? Do you wish you could have healthy routines and rhythms? Do you crave a clean and lovely home? Well, that's what I'm here for. We'll discuss how you can feel lovely with Christ as your foundation and how you can practically create rhythms that work for your body, your mind, and your home. I'm a wife, sister in Christ, homemaker, and the creator of the Lovely Home Planner. And God has called me to encourage women, point them back to Christ, and go about your home in a unique to you way. Are you ready? Grab your Lovely Home Planner or a journal, a pen, and something to sip on, and let's chat about all things lovely. Welcome back to another Clean With Me episode, you guys. It is officially February 1st, and that blows my mind. I feel like January went by so slowly, but so quickly at the same time. Does anyone else think that? I feel like that's what happens in January. January is just a really slow month, and then February is just going to fly by, and then all the other months of the year are going to fly by too. But before we think about that, before our heart gets all worked up about the fact that we're already moving so quickly into 2026, let's go ahead and just take a big breath and reset our brains. This is one of my favorite exercises. I do this every single day when I come home. I go and I just pause and I slow down and I do a breathing exercise and I let my brain know you're safe, you can reset. You're doing a great job. We can be productive. You're in a safe place. So let's go ahead and just say those words to yourself. Say them out loud if you want to. Say them inside your head if you want to. And let us reset our homes and reset our brains for February. Today we're going to be focusing on 3 different key areas. They are our most popular areas that we do with Clean With Me episodes. And those areas will be our living room, our kitchen, and our bedroom. Or as I like to call it, my sanctuary, because it's like, that's my place. Also, my place of peace is in my bedroom, as y'all well know because of last week's episode. But yep, we're going to go ahead and dive into the space that to me is the hardest one. I'm going to get it out of the way so that I won't have to worry about it any longer, and that is my kitchen. Yay! Yay! Is anyone so excited? Woohoo! I have a lot of dishes in the sink right now. Yee! How is it that whenever you go, you do the dishes, and then you have an empty sink, and you're like, oh, wonderful, this is great. And then you have one dish and you're like, oh, it's just one dish. I'll set it in the sink. And then it turns into one spoon. And then it turns into one plate. And then the next thing you know, before even realizing it, the whole sink is just filled with disgusting dishes and your dishwasher is clean because you never unloaded it. Anyone else? Anyone else? Because I know that's usually what happens to me is I get lazy and I put off unloading the dishwasher pretty much as long as possible. That's a habit I should really stop doing. But I'm giving myself grace and I'm just thankful that at least I ran the dishwasher, it could be filled with dirty dishes and I forgot to start it. But no, it is filled with clean dishes. Okay, I'm going to be starting in my kitchen by decluttering. So I want you to walk into your kitchen. I'm walking with you. And I want you to look at your entire kitchen as a whole. I want you to decide on rate it from a scale of 1 to 10. How bad is your kitchen right now? Okay. You have your number in your brain. Maybe it's a 10, maybe it's a 2, whatever it may be. That's okay. Now I want you to look at your kitchen and I want you to think about something that you find lovely in your kitchen. One thing. What is something that you find lovely right now in the madness, in the chaos? What is something in your kitchen that you love and makes you feel lovely? It makes your whole house just yours, I'm looking at my KitchenAid stand mixer right now. My KitchenAid stand mixer is a beautiful color and I love it so much. And I'm actually going to be moving it. Yeah, I'm going to do that today. Ooh, okay. Anyways, so yes, that is something in my kitchen that I find absolutely lovely. Now I'm going to find something else. You find something else. What is something else in your kitchen that makes you feel lovely? This time I'm looking at my dish brush holder. I absolutely love my dish brush holder. I bought it at an antique shop. It's supposed to be it came with a lid. I just took the lid off and I put my dish brushes in it. And I love it. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It makes me feel lovely. Okay, so now that I have looked at my kitchen and I have looked at the entire space and I have named how dirty it is, so I understand like, hey, yes, this is a priority that we need to be focusing on. I also am looking at it through lovely eyes. I'm looking at it as a space that serves me, and the whole reason why it's messy right now is because it has served me very well. I'm thankful for that. God has given me a wonderful kitchen that I'm able to use and I'm able to create a mess in. He has done the same thing for you. All right, so now we're going to start decluttering and cleaning up our space by going from left to right. I talk about this method all the time. I'm obsessed with it. Just focus on what is in your line of sight and only focus on what you see like directly in front of you. Then once that area is clear of clutter, you move on to the next spot where then that's in your eyesight. And you just want to work that way. I don't know if that made sense, but you just want to work your way throughout the whole room until the whole room has been picked up from the clutter that is there. I will say this is something that I do, but you don't necessarily have to. I look at my dishes as part of the clutter because they are out and about in a space that they don't belong. The kitchen sink is not their home. The dishwasher is not their home. Their home is wherever they belong in the cabinets. So because they are not in their home right now, then that means that they are out of place and they are part of the clutter. So I will be taking care of my dishes while I'm doing this. Honestly, I work the space, I clean in such a way that where I do the dishes last because it's something that I don't want to do. And for some reason, I feel better doing the dishes if the countertops are clear. It just fits. If my countertops are clear, then yeah, of course I want my sink to be clear with it, so then I'll do the dishes. If I start with the dishes, I'm still having to deal with all the clutter that's on the countertops, but it's easier to handle the clutter on the countertops than it is the dishes, for me personally. It could be the opposite for you. Maybe you'd much rather do your dishes first. You do you, it's your home, and that's the beautiful thing about it, is that we're all able to run our homes in totally unique to us ways. But I want you to go and listen to something. Maybe you want to start another podcast episode. Maybe you want to listen to music, maybe a YouTube video, a show, audiobook. Go ahead and just go turn on something else while you're decluttering. And as soon as you're done decluttering your kitchen, come back here and we'll move on to the next step. Here is a quick little plug-in for you to light a candle or turn on a oil diffuser with your favorite oil blend. Maybe you have one of those warming lamps. You could do a little steam pot to put a pleasant aroma in your home. Whenever we're cleaning our homes and we're wanting to make it a lovely experience, we should try to incorporate as many of our God-given senses as possible. So by igniting a candle, that would be igniting your sense of smell. If you have a nice crisp glass of water or an iced tea or coffee, then that would be igniting your sense of taste. And you are already pouring into your sense of sight because you are picking up your clutter right now and you are working on making your space more clean, stress-free, and beautiful. I currently am sipping on a Dr. Pepper. I know, come at me. I know they're bad for you, okay? And then if you want to turn on some music, you should already be using your sense of hearing because I told you to turn on something. But even if you like to clean in silence, I want you to try to pay attention to the sounds in the silence. Maybe you like the sound of the dishes being washed. Maybe you like the sound of the AC kicking on, or the laughing somewhere in the house, or the cabinets opening and closing. Use all 5 of your senses. What are you feeling? Are you feeling your socks on the floor? Is there a squishy rug underneath your feet? Do you like the feel of your hardware? Do you like the feel of the warm water on your hands? Pay attention to all 5 of your senses while you're caring for your home and give God the glory for all of it. Make this a time for you to be able to worship. Turn it around and point it back to Christ and say, thank you, God, for this sense of smell. Thank you, God, for this sense of taste, this sense of sight. the sense of hearing, and then go and label each of those things and thank him for each of those things, because he has destined for you to pay attention to all of those things right here, right now. And that's a beautiful part of your journey that God has created. Okay, personally, I am not done taking care of my clutter yet. I just did the dishes, which it's kind of funny. I said I usually like to end with the dishes. Today, I just all of a sudden started the dishes. I don't know if it was because I was talking about it or what, but now the dishes are done. Aw, man. No, the dishes aren't done. I forgot I had my skillet. Okay, so, but I still have a bit of decluttering to do. Anyways, enjoy. All right, so I just finished tidying up my kitchen. It looks absolutely amazing in here. I am obsessed with my clear countertops, and I'm so glad that I rearranged my kitchen a little bit. I moved around my KitchenAid stand mixer, and then I decided that my canisters looked too big, so then I took away one of them and put my flour and sugar in the smaller canisters that I have, and I just rearranged my kitchen and gave it a little bit of a refresh, and it feels so good. So good. So now I want you to go ahead before we vacuum the floors. That's right, ladies, that's next. Before we vacuum the floors, we're going to quickly wipe down the counters so that everything that's on the counters ends up on the floor, so then it gets all sucked up in the vacuum. All right, so go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Go wipe down your counters. Goodness, just take a minute to look at the sparkly countertops. They're so shiny and they feel so smooth. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is just stunning. Our kitchen is starting to really look complete, but there's still one more thing we need to do, and that's vacuuming. So I'm going to pull out my little wireless? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It's like a battery operated vacuum, and I'm just going to quickly vacuum up the floors. You could sweep, you can mop if you want to, if you're feeling really adventurous. And yeah, but get it done. We're so close. As soon as we're done vacuuming, we are officially done with our kitchen. Okay, let's go ahead and go vacuum. Here is a quick little reminder that if you have anything in the dryer that needs to be folded, go ahead and go start your dryer so that it can start getting the wrinkles out, and then you'll be able to fold it more easily once this episode is done. The other quick little plug-in, I want to remind you to pull out any meat that you may need for tonight's dinner. Or if you've already meal planned using the Lovely Home Planners meal plan page, then you can go ahead and pull out all the meat that you're going to need for this entire week, put it in your fridge, and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. All right, your kitchen is complete. Look around at your kitchen. Look how beautiful it looks. Do you remember what it looked like before this? Because honestly, I kind of have a hard time remembering what my kitchen looked like before all of this, because it took me a really long time to actually clean it because I did so many different things within it. But, it just feels so good to have such a fresh space. And I can feel so good knowing that I get to cook dinner in such a beautiful kitchen later tonight. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our next space. I want you to walk over to your bedroom. That's right, I said your bedroom. We're not doing our living room yet, even if it does make the most sense to move on to the living room because it's the closest to your kitchen. I want to make sure that this bedroom gets done, and there's a higher chance that once you're done with the second thing, you're not going to want to move on and do the third thing. So that's why I am here to tell you that we're working in your bedroom, because we're going to make it a priority. Even if it is just for you and your husband or just you, we're making it a priority. Because oftentimes we push our personal things to the back burner because we have so many other things that we need to serve before we can really serve ourselves. And today we're choosing to dive into our bedrooms. We're gonna make this space one that is just absolutely lovely for us to come to bed tonight to sleep in. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with decluttering our space. I want you to go to one corner of the room. No. Before we actually do that, I want you to walk into your room. We're gonna do this again. I want you to look at the whole situation. Is it a really big mess? Mine is. Mine is an atrocious mess. Like, embarrassingly bad. Because I feel like I just cleaned my bedroom. So how does it look like this? But now I'm going to find something in this bedroom that makes me feel lovely. I just repainted. So I'm looking at this beautiful dark green room that I was dying to have for the whole entire year. And guess what? I finally did it. And now I'm able to look around and see this beautiful green painted room, and that's lovely to me. Something else that is lovely to me is the fact that my wedding bouquet is all dried and on my nightstand. That's something that I look over a lot because I've grown so used to seeing it. But when I actually think about it and know that that is my wedding bouquet, that is the bouquet that I held whenever my father presented me to my now husband. And I walked down the aisle, and then I walked back down the aisle with my new husband. My husband that I love so dearly and vowed to love forever. So yes, that's really lovely. Okay, so now I hope you have found your two lovely things, and I hope you are ready to dive in to decluttering your space so that we can find more lovely things. And so I want you to go to a corner of your room, and I want you to just work within your eyesight in that corner. We're going from our left to right. That's what we're doing. And it's going to work. And it's going to be the fastest way to actually clean up. So yes, left to right. I will be making my bed, even though it is almost 5 o'clock at night. I will be making my bed during this step because to me the pillows are part of the clutter and the pillows belong on the bed. So I'm going to be taking care of the bed. Okay. You go ahead and get started, continue your music, and come back here when you're done. All right, see you soon. Here is a friendly reminder for you to vacuum your mattress. You don't have to do this right now if you really don't want to. But if you're changing out your sheets, go ahead and just run the vacuum over your mattress real fast because it is always a good idea to make sure that you're vacuuming your mattress every 4 to 6 months because a lot of dust mites can build up on your mattress and make you get sick. So, fun fact. All right, so now that you have tidied up your bedroom and your bedroom is looking just a lot better and feeling a little more lovely to you personally, our next step is we're going to vacuum our floors. No, I'm sorry, I lied. We're going to dust, but before I dust, I personally am going to go start a load of laundry. So if you are also wanting to start a load of laundry, this is a great time. Or if you want to get a load out of the dryer to remember to fold, that's a good idea too. But yeah, our next step is going to be dusting our bedroom. Ready, set, go. All right, you are one step closer to having a beautiful and lovely sanctuary. You already do have a beautiful and lovely sanctuary, but us cleaning it is making it even extra lovelier. So now we're going to move on to our next step, which is vacuuming. But honestly, if you are super tired, like maybe you've worked really hard all day and your back is hurting, or maybe you're just kind of done with having to clean and you would just rather stop since everything is at least tidy, go ahead and skip this step if you want to. You are in control of your home. You are in control of cleaning your space. I am not telling you what to do. So definitely make whatever decision is the best for you and your season and for your body right now. I personally will be vacuuming my floors, but I'm going to be really honest. I do not want to vacuum my floors. So how am I going to make it a little easier for me to do what I really do not want to do? I'm going to do a 5 senses method where I go through each of my 5 senses and I decide what reward I can give myself while I'm vacuuming my floors. So what will I want to see that's lovely? I want to see the vacuum lines appear on my carpet. So that's something that I can look forward to and see. What is something I can hear while I vacuum? I'm going to turn on a podcast. Recently, I've been listening to Shelby Sacco's podcast. I think it's called Sad to Savage, I think. I really like it. It's all about habits and routines, and it's fun. And then, let's see, so that's here. And then what am I going to taste? I made myself a coffee. This week I made my own coffee creamer, and I have been using that with a cold brew. And so that is what I will be tasting while I'm vacuuming my floors. What do I want to smell while I'm vacuuming my floors? That's lovely. I just started diffusing an oil blend in my bedroom that is very just romantic and calming and lovely. So that is what I'm going to smell. And then last but not least, what am I going to feel while I'm vacuuming my floors? That's lovely. I'm going to feel my slippers. I have some like fuzzy slippers that I love wearing. So I'm going to put those on and wear those while I vacuum the floors. All right, now I'm excited to vacuum the floors because I just named off 5 different gifts that I can give myself in each of my senses while doing that hard thing. I love doing that method. Like anytime there's something that I do not want to do, I will whip that out and it works every single time without fail. So, okay, now you go grab your vacuum if that is something you are choosing to do right now. And I'm going to go grab my slippers and I'm going to go grab my vacuum and I'm going to vacuum my room real fast. All right, now you can look around your room and see a beautiful vacuumed bedroom that is just ready for you to relax in at the end of the day. And you can also look at your kitchen and you can look at your living room and just give yourself a big pat on the back and a big hug to yourself right now because you did that. You did that. You did an awesome job. I'm so proud of you. And you are entering February with a tidied up and slightly clean home. I hope you are feeling motivated for this month. I hope you are thinking about all the fun things that you could do this month. It's gonna fly by. It's just so weird how January takes forever, but February goes by in like a wink. It's crazy. All right. Well, if you have laundry that needs to be transferred, go and transfer it. If you have a dishwasher that needs to be unloaded, you can unload it. Though, don't feel like you have to because you've already worked really hard today. All right, I look forward to actually getting to see y'all again tomorrow because our first episode for February is coming out on February 2nd. All right, you are lovely, and so is your home, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Did you enjoy today's episode? What was your favorite part? I would love to hear about it on a Lovely Rhythms call, as well as discuss with you how you can create lasting rhythms that work for your body, your mind, your menstrual phase, and your love languages. You can book your Lovely Rhythms call right now at allthingslovely.co. And if you've just run out of note-taking space, I highly recommend you checking out the Lovely Home Planner while you're on the website. This undated planner can help you create rhythms that are founded on grace instead of guilt and is filled with encouragement specifically designed by me for Christian homemakers. It would be such a gift if you left a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts, as well as leaving a 5-star rating on any of your podcast streaming platforms. And if you want to know a way that you can encourage another sister in Christ, go ahead and send them this episode so that they can begin their journey in feeling more grace and less guilt in their mind, life, and home. And lastly, I want to know you're listening. So take a screenshot, upload it to your Instagram story, and tag us at Lovely Home Podcast. Know that you are lovely, and so is your home, because of what Christ has done for you. And I look forward to talking to you again next week on a Lovely Home Podcast. Goodbye!